What do these guys look like that you're coming across? Can you sort of describe, what you're seeing a lot of?
I mean, it's hard because like on Tinder, you're kind of like picking what guys you want to match with.
Mhm.
So you're really only picking guys that are like your type. So the looks are there for the most part, but it's really just like the personality isn't there.
Personality's lacking? Like,
Yes,
we're talking like a dead fish here, or
like for instance, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm like super sassy, hard-headed, those qualities, and there's not a lot of guys that can handle that. Sometimes
what do you think guys hear when women say I'm difficult to handle or they can't handle that? How do you think that's interpreted by those high quality guys that you're looking for?
I don't know, they're probably mad.
Mad how? Like, what do you mean?
Like they're probably salty about it, I guess. I don't know.
Salty about a gal that they can't handle?
About the way that I said that, yes.
Okay. So why say it then if it doesn't get you a positive response?
I mean, I don't say that to them, but I'm just giving like an example.
But does your demeanor, does your bio, does your conversation, does everything sort of leading out of that signal that that's who you are? I mean, you mentioned boss woman, right? That's something else I made a note on. Like, that's a vibe that you're giving off, right?
Yes.
Do you think guys like boss girls? Successful, competent guys putting a dent in the universe that have a strong muscular physique, over 5'6".
I think guys that are comfortable with themselves do.
So if they're not comfortable with themselves, then they'll have a problem with it.
Probably so.
Okay. Interesting. Let me just throw this super chat up real quick because I always try to acknowledge them. He says, Rachel, how are you going to run a dealership if you only know service tech? Can you be a top salesperson for the year? If not, you have no business running a dealership. What's your thought on that?
I think I said this before, but I have still a long way to go. I've been in the dealership business for 10 years since I was 18. Started off as a receptionist, worked my way up. I have never sold cars. Would I ever sell cars? Probably not, because it's just not me. But I think there is.
I think that his point is that the whole point of a car dealership is to move cars. And if you are not experienced in moving cars, how can you run a car dealership moving cars?
There's plenty of people that run car dealerships without selling cars, if that's what he's asking.
But they would have had some experience in moving cars, because that's the whole point of the dealership, to get cars off the lot.
Not necessarily.
What's the point of a dealership if it's not to get cars off the lot?
I feel like this is a trick question.
Huh?
I don't think there's like a point to a dealership. I think that there are so many different things that are involved in a dealership.
Okay. I mean, servicing cars is one component of it. Do they make more money off servicing cars or selling cars?
It depends where you go. Some places, it's also different every month when we review our numbers, but there are different places where the service department outnumbers the sales department every single month, out all the time. But there's also months where the sales department kicks our butt and they're doing really well. So I think it depends on your numbers. I mean, all of that, is in manager meetings every month.
Do you ever get hit on while you're at work? I mean, Infinity's, it's more of a luxury brand. I mean, it's an upscale brand anyway. It's above Nissan. So there's got to be some people walking in and out of there. There's got to be some guys walking in and out of there that drive a upscale brand, that can afford an upscale brand. You ever get hit on by any of these guys?
Yes.
Is it ever worth going out with any of them?
No.
They're
pretty much because I don't really mess with like business and pleasure, just because I want to keep it professional. So that way, in case if it was a customer, they may need something from me in the future, and I want to make sure that they come back to me.
okay. All right. I want to go back to the boss woman thing and your like goals in relationships. Like, you were engaged to get married. It sounds like marriage was important to you, and having a serious relationship is important to you. What does that lead to? Is it a family? Is it kids? Like,
yeah, so I want to have I want to have an even number of kids. I wanted to have 4 kids. That was my plan.
okay. So you need to find a guy that's able to bring home the bacon while you're taking care of 4 babies.
I mean, I'd still love to work while I'm taking care of kids. I don't expect
13-hour days.
Probably not. But I don't expect the man that I'm with to do all of the work, or to think that I'm just going to sit home and take care of kids. I don't want to do that. I want to still be able to work and take care of kids.
I really hope you guys enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full-length podcast, you can find that over here, that clip's from. If you're newer to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe over here, and pin down below in the top comment, you'll find a bunch of useful links to my website, my supplement line, books, and a bunch of other stuff. Have an amazing day. Peace out.